out to Hedgehog Hollow's new catalogue launch. We're going to be casing the catalogue again today on page 69 with the Bunch of Blossoms bundle. So I'm going to be making this card here. I've actually made it as an anniversary card because today is my wedding anniversary. And what I want to show you is how to make your own. This is my sample that we're going to be working with. And I actually added the pink twine rather than the white because I just wanted that little pop of colour. But apart from that, I've done it exactly the same. So let's get ourselves started. First of all, I've got half a sheet of A4, which I have just folded in half for a card base. And then I have a piece of the Designer Series paper, Irresistibly Yours. This is the one that we used the other day, which has that lovely embossing on it. And today we're just going to leave it plain white. But you could do all sorts of things. And if you have a look at our tutorial series, or have a look at earlier in the week when we did 6 different ways that you can colour this paper, you can learn some other things you can do with it too. So this is 4 1/8 by 6 7/8, and again the dimensions will all be on the blog, which is a link to the post underneath the video. You might just need to click that arrow in the bottom right hand corner to get it to show up. And I'm going to stick this onto my card front, like so. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I've cut my stems myself, and I use the Everyday Jars framelits. You can see there's the little stem that was here and it's just fallen down the side, and that will work perfectly to give you your stems. So the first stem I'm just going to snail up, and the great thing with the snail is if you do it there, the snail will only be on the other side. You can just peel away the rest, and I'm just going to do this off the bottom like so. And then you need to punch out some blossoms. So I've got my punch here. So we need 2 plain ones for this card, for this flower rather. So that's 1 and 2. And then, I don't know if one will fit. One will fit in that corner. So I'm just going to snip this piece off. And I'm going to stamp, using the stamp set that comes with the bundle, which is here, Bunch of Blossoms. Okay, it's got some lovely sentiments in. So on this flower, I'm going to stamp the To Me. And you need to actually be quite light, because otherwise it lodges out because it's such a tiny stamp. And I can tell you I learned that from experience. So I'm just fiddling my piece of paper into my punch to exactly where I want it to be. So there's my To Me, and I want it just at the top here. I'm going to punch that out, so that's my third. Then I also want 1 yellow blossom, so I'm going to punch out a yellow, and this is in Daffodil Delight. And then I want 2 leaves out of my garden green, so that's 1. And I also want a stamen from the star. So we're going to have that too. Now we can assemble our first flower. So we need these 2 plain blossoms first. And you want to fan those out. So that's 1. I'm going to cut another because I caught a little bit of snail in the bottom corner. This is the great thing about punches, you can cut as many as you want, it's really easy. And I'm just going to curl those up slightly on the ends, just so they're not too flat, like that. Then we're going to put down our yellow. And we're going to put it just slightly up like that, so it looks like a bit like a daisy. And now we're going to put on our To Me. Now when I put on my To Me, I just curled it slightly up like that over my bone folder. If you can see it on the side, it's got a slight kink to it. And I'm going to put a dimensional underneath, just so it stands up nicely. So that's that. Then we're going to take our stamens, and I'm going to cut off the bottom 2. So we have 3 like that. I'm going to pick up a tiny bit of snail, and I'm just going to stick that on. So that's the bottom, like that. And then we need a couple of leaves. So again, just a dot of snail, and you can stick those on. So that's your first flower done. And now we're going to stick on our second flower. So what I've done is I've taken another one of the stems, and I'm going to stick that on. And then I've taken half a stem just to extend it so that it's taller than the other flower. And you can make them meet like that. And now we're going to cut out everything we need. So from the garden green again, we need 2 leaves and a stamen. Leaf, and there's a stamen. We need 1 from our Daffodil Delight of a petal. And then from our Whisper White, let's grab a little bit more. We want 3 plain. That's 1, 2, 3. Rid of those pieces. And then we want to stamp 1 more. So for that I've got You Mean. Again, out the same stamp set. And I'm just going to stamp that out using our soft suede again. Sorry, crumb cake, I think. Crumb cake. And then I'm going to punch it out so that it's on the side of my flower. I just need to trim that off. So again, just putting this in, moving it about, and I want it slightly more on the side view. So I have 4 white, 1 of which is stamped, 1 yellow, 2 garden green leaves, and 1 Daffodil Delight piece. Now to cover up this join, I'm going to pop a leaf down. I'm going to do just 1 more. Let me just grab some garden green. So snail that up away from there. It's better. And I'm going to put that leaf right over the join so you'll never know it's there. Then we're going to put down our 2 white leaves that are unstamped. And this time we can put them slightly higher. Again, just slightly overlapping like that. Then we're going to pop down our yellow, which goes right in the middle. And then we're going to layer up our You Matter. So I'm going to put a tiny bit of snail, just there, so where you've got the You Matter, so where the U is, just above that on the other side, I've got a piece of snail. And then I'm going to layer that up with my other petal. And on that pair, I'm going to pop a dimensional. And then I'm going to stick that down onto here, so you can just see the yellow peeking out. And again, we're going to do our stamen. And I'm just going to do the 2 on this one rather than the 3. So you can see here I've got 2 little stamens. And I'm going to stick this so that it doesn't cover up too much of the U. And that is it. And then the last piece, just to finish it off, is to put on some twine. So on the other one I put my really light pink. On this one I think I might have let's see. No, I'm going to stick to the pink because that was a really nice. Actually, just because I've got them all in front of me, I've got my lovely ribbons here. Let's choose one of the pretty ribbons. We'll use some of this new gold ribbon. So this is Cream and Gold. I'm just picking the label off. We will get into it. Here we go. And I'm going to lay it inside. We're going to pull it along to here. And then I'm going to tie a bow. I want my bow to be that way. There we go. And that is it. And that's how to make your You Matter to Me card. So again, that's a really quick and easy one, and it's punches and 2 stamps, which is lovely and quick and easy. And I hope you'll join me again tomorrow for some more Casing the Catalogue, and I'll see you then. Happy stamping! Bye!